We should rest. You don't want me
Commander, the army of the Champion of the Abyss has been routed, and he survived. Nice. Baramazadeh has fled to Threshold and abandoned his invincible allies. Odin's pale face, normally so calm, now bears an expression of barely contained exultation. This is a triumph for all of Golarion. We've made it clear to every plane out there that we can repel any attack by any opponent. As long as heroes like our soldiers are protecting Golarion's borders, I wouldn't recommend showing up here uninvited. I've told the demons a lesson they won't soon forget. The sacrifices we made in this war have thus proven effective. Your path is to knock one esteemed abyss dweller after another off the pedestals. Who's going to be your next enemy? Lamash to herself. Take that, you vermin. For Socorus, for the war chief. Ha ha ha. Troops are still in the process of tallying up the spoils, and the battlefield looks like a blood-soaked treasure vault. The demons learned that it was dangerous to mess with those mad Golarions, so they splurged on the best gear. It's all ours now, and we need to decide what to do with it. Are we going to keep these artifacts for ourselves, demonstrate our trophies to all of Avestan, or destroy them in divine purifying flame? Let's use it. You know, the biggest battle is still to come. We need every weapon we can get. A reasonable decision, given that the war's not yet over. And make sure that the trophies reach our arsenals safe and sound. Standing solemnly, Odin says in a slightly trembling voice, what I'm about to say may be inappropriate, even unacceptable, for an officer speaking to their superior. Optimism won the day. True. But I'm proud to serve you. When I was a boy, I imagined myself as a general who would give back to the armies of Mendev their unstoppable might. Then I grew up and left those childish fantasies behind. But then you appeared, and they weren't childhood fantasies anymore. And I was even able to participate. Could I dream of anything more? Never. Aww. At last, the Crusader army has regained the glory and might unseen since the days of the First Crusade. The trials we've overcome together have made our warriors into ideal soldiers, cogs, and the mechanism of war. Good work, Commander. I mean, I pushed on freedom and everything, every step. Okay, Rachel, I take your compliment still. I never thought I'd be interested in a career in military, but I suppose even I wouldn't mind serving in such an unstoppable and well-arranged army. I were younger, and the pay were higher. You're an odd duck, Odin. What kind of person dreams of war? A loving family, a warm house, crisp beer in the cellar. Sure, that's something to aim for. But war? Where's the dream in that? Except for dreaming that it'll end soon, so you can get on with living your real life. Thank the gods we've made that happen at last. Yeah, those are the nicer dreams, Ulbrig. Odin squares his shoulders and salutes you solemnly. Commander, it's an honor for me and for all of your officers to serve in your army. I think we finished another stat. Or we didn't, because there's a quest about that. Develop all aspects of the Crusade to the maximum. Weird. I thought I did that. I just want to check it, like, where they are at. Logistics can still be improved twice, I think. We are above the thresholds. Rank up. Logistic reform. Okay. Skip. Here we go. A little bit more managing. Dorgalinda. Commander, the supply situation is still critical. I'm doing all I can to find explorations. Several caravans are already on their way. But this is reality here and now. We can't feed our whole army. Until our shipments get here, we have to cut rations. Who exactly will have to tighten their belts is for you to decide. Oh great. We are responsible. I would proceed with caution and reduce everyone's provisions equally, so as not to provoke any conflicts. There's still going on to be discontent, so we need some fierce agitation in the ranks. We'll tell the soldiers that the situation is about to improve, yet this is most likely a lie, but it's for their own good. I have to say, that sounds like a plan. What's there to think about? The strong and the capable get full rations, the rest get half. When the hungry rise begin, we'll have the good fighters on our side and the bad ones on the other. Makes sense, no? It is the duty of the strong to watch over the weak, and not just on the battlefield. Above all others, we must feed those who might not be able to make it through the time of hunger. The strong will endure, even on short rations. Complete opposite. We must cut rations, and we'll do it. We won't lie about it. We'll tell the truth that things are bad and may become worse in the future. Then we'll see who's here for the food and who came to fight for the Crusade. I think that's a smart lie, I gotta say, because I mean things could improve, so I'm going to go with Doglinda. Doglinda, your decision seems to be the most reasonable. We cut ration for everyone, save some of the food for storage, and spread propaganda among the troops. Will do. I know it feels lousy lying to our comrades, but it's better to keep to sleep thinking about the provisions they'll be arriving from Nerosian any day now, rather than your empty bowel that'll still be empty tomorrow. And eventually, deliveries really will improve. Commander, this crisis will be over soon, one way or the other. If we've done things right, I assemble this council again and happily report our success to you. If not, well, we'll have done all we could. Wow. Let's see if we can directly do the other one. I think just skipping the whole Crusade mode, there it is, would also like reduce the playtime quite a bit. Since I've already read so much in one block, I'm just gonna dupe those without reading. Yeah, we'll just skip through that so that you don't have to wait too long to go to Resin, to Threshold. Any interesting decrease, relics, army, freedom, generous recruiters, last forces. Yeah, but you can't get a good ending if you don't actually play the Crusade mode, unfortunately. It locks off certain endings. I guess so. I know that doing the research things are part of the secret ending. So, yeah, can't do them without Crusade mode, right? But at least at times I'm like, you could like improve the pacing at least a little bit. Let's do another feast. Go. We have more demon armies around. The last half of the game can drag a little. Yeah, especially the crusading management sometimes feels like it drags quite a bit. I mean, some things are really cool, hence why I don't completely skip it. But it is a great game, it has awesome characters as well, but the pacing, yeah, as you say, sometimes is a little bit slow. Commander, Doglinda is avoiding your gaze. Her voice sounds hollow. I've been doing everything to prevent this, but the hardship has done its work. More and more suppliers are raising prices, demanding to be paid up front or just cutting all ties. Voluntary contributions are dwindling by the month. It's time for decisive measures, or we won't have any means of waging war at all. Can I just give you my money? There's only one option left, compulsory requisitions. My suggestion is to collect all that we need from the common folk of Mendev. Robbing the people is the last thing I'd advise, but what can you do? We say it's a donation to support the War of Faith. We set up a temple and send some clerics to go with the soldiers. The clerics who will agree to go, that is. So, by decisive measures you mean robberies? Then it's obvious who we should start with. The rich and the Lup. Not on my tongue. Then it's obvious who we should start with. The rich and the aristocracy. And the aristocracy, of course. They've got enough gold tucked away in their castles and mansions to supply our soldiers with everything they need, and still leave some coin left over for us. How about no? We must rob people. Let's rob those who rob others. Thieves, bandits, fencers. That wouldn't be such a terrible deed, would it? I would love the option to be just like, okay, I've 1.5 billion gold. Here, take it. Look, Commander, you're an authority here after all. Authorities don't rob, they collect their taxes on a not entirely voluntary basis. Depending on the taxes, it's not that different. Enhance emergency tax collection involving merchants and other well-off types. Yes, we're still going to bleed them dry, but at least we're following the law instead of acting like bandits. I like taxing the rich, so let's go with that. We'll make requisitions from the nobles and the rich. Taxation is theft. Well, I mean, we're protecting the land and everything, so I don't think so. This is a great day for Mendef. The people's justice has come. Soon, the simple folk will live like the dukes. We'll defeat the demon invasion too, of course, and become the saviors of the world. In truth, it doesn't make much of a difference whom we collect these donations from. We'll be known as smugglers all the same. Logan Linda, that's not a heavy sigh. Either way, we'll get through this crisis. It won't be easy, I can promise you that. But when has it ever been easy for us? I report the results of the fundraising efforts in due time. We're doing good stuff with the taxes, and we're not doing taxes, we are just taking from the rich. Yay. Oh. Okay, let them flee. Why is there not another rank up mission? Do I not have enough points for that? I just want to finish this quest. I mean, I'm quite sure it's still not finished, yes. And I don't know what this insignificant losses quest. What do we have to do for the insignificant losses? Weird. Or should I just ignore it? Okay, where's the other one? Here. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Bye. Or should we just say to hell with it and go to Threshold? Not a rank up. Increase economy. Because we have to do this, the requisition thing. 30 days. Oh boy. That's such a long time. Do you want to skip 30 days? Ugh. Okay, come on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well. It's also interesting that you need like enough logistic points for it to happen. So you kinda have to do well enough, and if you don't do well enough, the problem never happens. Doesn't make sense in my eyes, but whatever. I saw some demon armies. Here. Go. Takes forever to go there anyway, so let's go. Besieged. Flee. Flee. Okay. Now I lost count. How many days left? Feast. 8 days. That we can do. Yeah, they're coming from the same way. That's nice. They will just run into our army. Come on. Just one more. So, but that's the last, actually. We have to do that again. Why do we have to do that again? I just did that. I'm not going to do that again. I was kinda expecting it to be enough. But I mean, if I have to do it one more time, I'm going to ignore it. Let's just see if she's around or not. Aha, there she is. Maybe just one other bug. It's done, Commander. The most difficult moment demanded that we make the most difficult decision, and we did. The first requisition has been made, the warehouses have been resupplied, the soldiers have their weapons and food. The people curse our names, of course, call us new fellows of the Crusade, except they're back home, and we on the front lines. They couldn't see that we are hanging by a thread. They can't understand that we have to act the way we did. History will absolve us, Commander. Hopefully. Because this crisis has taught us to use resources sparingly, we've even ended up with a certain surplus of funds. I propose we use them to build a majestic cathedral. You know, we have a few sins on our conscience. If praying for forgiveness doesn't work, maybe buying it will. Great. Forget it, let's celebrate instead. I say we use the spare money to build ourselves one hell of a palace. A real commander's residence, with peacocks. A cathedral would be wonderful, but I think I have an even better idea. Let's use the money to create a magnificent garden, in memory of the fallen, and as a promise that very soon the chorus will bloom again. Oh, that's cute. We're still at war here. Our resources must go toward fortifying our defenses. We should construct a kind of fortress that would deter anyone from even thinking about attacking Dresden. I like Ruru's idea. That's good. May it bring peace to the fallen and hope to the living. May the land awaken from its long nightmare and bloom once again. Commander, thank you for everything you've done. Your methods have been irregular, cruel at times, and let's face it, not strictly legal on occasion. But they did the job. You've done it. You've prevented this crusade from choking in the news of this crisis, and you've organized logistics we can rely on in this final battle. Well, sounds like logistic and finance politics, not strictly legal and cruel. Huh. I never thought you and me would be so slick at dealing with serious business like all this. The two of us have pretty much saved the whole crusade from certain doom. I'm proud of us. You were faced with a very difficult task. To lead the crusade in its hour of greatest need. Alas, there's no place for kind decisions in time like these. One is forced to choose between evil and idleness. You found the strength to make the right choice, and you saved us. I greatly respect you for it. Well, we knew this wasn't going to be easy. It takes nerves and a heart of steel to be a good chief. You've proven that you have them, because the people who depend on you are still alive. That's what matters. The logistics service will continue its work, but I don't think we'll ever have to call another meeting of this council. Congratulations, Commander. Your logistics are more solid than ever. Now, you only have one concern. The front lines. The offensive. Victory. The impending doom. Okay, one last look at quests. Yeah, we could give more notes to the storyteller, but we simply don't have more, so that's it. I don't know what to do about the insignificant losses. I tried, so I'm just going to ignore that. Yeah, beside that, I also have no idea where to find Captain Salkind, so I would say, let's go for Threshold. For the finale.
Can't make the demons wait.
Our final party and everything.